Welcome back to the Modest Mushroom. I'm super excited to share this video with you guys today because I've been wanting to make this for a long time. I am making the famous lamb stew with dried plums from the Hunger Games series. This is only referenced in the first book. Unfortunately, it wasn't shown in the movies at all, but it's been something I've been wanting to make for a long time. It sounds weird. I was definitely skeptical about the plums at first, but I have to say this was like the best stew that I've ever had in my life. It was so good. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on the recipe. Oh my god, that was like 11 out of 10. Chef's kiss. So good. Let's first get started by going over the ingredients we're going to need. I've got some lamb chunks, an onion, a few cloves of garlic, some fresh herbs, wild rice, dried plums, which are also prunes, a bottle of red wine, and then I have some beef broth as well. We're going to get started by cutting up the veggies and getting everything prepped, and then we can start making the stew. Now that we have all of our ingredients prepped and ready to go, I'm going to put some olive oil in a big pan here, and then I'm going to brown the lamb. It takes about 3 minutes on each side. You don't have to cook it all the way through because it's going to stew later on. So all we're trying to do here is give it some color and get the juices out a little bit. Now that the lamb has been browned on all sides, I'm going to remove the meat from the pan and put it in a separate bowl and keep all of the juices and everything in there because we're going to cook the onions and the garlic in there. Cook them for about 5 or 6 minutes until they are tender and starting to get translucent, and then we can start adding in the broth and the wine. So now we're going to start adding in the rest of our ingredients. I'm going to start by adding 2 cups of beef broth, and then I'm also going to add 1 cup of red wine. Then we're going to bring it up to a boil, and once it's boiling, we can add in the lamb. Turn your heat down so that it can start simmering, and then we'll add in salt and some herbs, and just season that to your liking. Add as much or as little as you like. And we need to let it stew for about half an hour before we add in the dried plums. Now that it's been simmering covered for half an hour, we're going to add in the dried plums. And then we're going to put the lid back on it and let it simmer for about another hour or so. And just check to make sure once you're ready to serve it and you feel like it's done, just check and like give the meat a little bit of a stab and make sure it's tender, because it does take a while to tenderize. And this is the final product. This is what it should look like when it's done. And I'm gonna go ahead and get it ready to serve. I actually forgot to serve it the first night to myself with the rice. I ended up having that the second day with the leftovers. I was so excited to try it. All I could think about was like eating it with like the bread and stuff on the side. But we're gonna go ahead and garnish it, and then I will give it a taste test. Hey guys. Okay, so I just finished my dinner. That was like the best stew I've ever had in my entire life. I thought I was gonna hate it. It sounds gross, like the plums in there and everything, but it was amazing. I finished my whole bowl. I wasn't even expecting to eat half of it. It was so good. I'm excited for leftovers tomorrow because I'm sure day 2 will be even better. And that was my first time ever having a stew that wasn't just beef, and I actually really liked the lamb much more than just like a regular beef stew. And it was actually also my first time cooking with red wine, like ever. I usually cook with white wine when I make shrimp scampi, but oh my god, that was like 11 out of 10. Chef's kiss. So good. Thank you guys so much for watching this video today. I love sharing recipes like this, and it just makes me happy to share this with you guys. Don't forget to like this video if you did enjoy it, and check out my channel for more cooking and baking videos like this. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful day.